It's been 3 weeks. I haven't heard anything about Canelo Alvarez or Ryan Garcia's pay-per-view numbers. It's been 3 weeks. Three weeks. No pay-per-view numbers from Ryan Garcia. No pay-per-view numbers for Canelo. Why we have all these reporters getting hired right now to basically just cover boxing on a daily basis? Got every kind of resource they can find. They got any kind of interview, and they can get in touch with any kind of boxer right now. Why is Ryan Garcia and Canelo's pay-per-view numbers not being talked about right now? And people talking about how much they sell and everything, because how many followers they got. And I hate to do this because, to be honest with you, people don't know this, but I was one of the first people pushing for Canelo versus Crawford to help Canelo's resume and his career. Because people didn't know it, Canelo needs that Crawford fight. Because him fighting Jake Paul ain't finna do nothing for him in Mexico. In America, they okay with that because they don't take. It don't seem like they're taking boxing serious with these Mexican guys fighting in America. They're not taking them serious. Because you can't sit up here and say you're okay with Jake Paul but not Benavidez. You're not a boxing fan. What's up, J-Man? What's going on, dog? Shout out to my dog, J-Man. But let me go back to what I was saying, though, earlier. So we let Canelo come over here and get whooped. He was Floyd's easiest win. He became the face of boxing. I would say Deontay Wilder performed better against Tyson Fury than Canelo did against Floyd. But guess who gets all the slander, though? Guess. Like, it's getting to a point now I can't even trust black guys. Because they'll sit up here and hear me say exactly what I just said and don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Canelo had to eat. He had to, and then what's crazy is I'm the only one out here saying this, bro. It's like every other black dude, like, yeah, man, we're just gonna report whatever. Report what? These are the faces of boxing, and they're not talking about these guys. What the hell you gonna report? You gonna run around talking about Devin Haney now? Everybody can't sit around and talk about Devin Haney all day. Well, y'all sat up here and slandered this guy from Ryan Garcia. You told the whole world Tank is the guy, and Tyson Fury is the man, and Canelo don't need nobody. He can do what he want. Why y'all ain't let him do whatever he want against William Skull? They say Canelo can do whatever he want. Then every old man who been watching boxing for 50, 60 years, wait till Canelo got to his 60-something fight, and they gonna want to complain about it because he getting money with turkey out of sheet now. It's all about money, man. These dudes got their hands in everybody's pockets. But you'll never be able to see a black guy lose the way Canelo did against Floyd, and he'll be considered the face of boxing. So at the end of the day, boxing has been in a hole since that happened. Since Canelo fought Floyd, and I'm gonna tell y'all a secret too. I didn't want to see Canelo fight Floyd. That was the first fight I seen Floyd put together, and I said, "What are you doing?" Now, mind you, when people talk about that, they don't say that. They don't say, "Hey, man, why did Floyd?" They don't say they had a problem with Floyd fighting Canelo. That's why I'm telling y'all, dudes weren't watching Floyd like that. Telling y'all. I'm for real. These dudes weren't watching Floyd like that. You got to think about it. Floyd was fighting the same time Mike Tyson was fighting Evander Holyfield, and the same time Roy Jones was Roy Jones. So do you see any newspapers out there where somebody said, who's the number 1 pound for pound fighter, Floyd or Roy Jones? They trying to act like, yeah, man, Floyd didn't start doing what he was doing until he was about 30-something. So he's about 30. That's why it's crazy to see, because people like Floyd hating on Tank. How he hating on Tank when he doing stuff for Tank that he ain't have done for him? He ain't doing it for nobody else. It's a whole bunch of boxers that been around him and they ain't got the treatment like Tank done got. Then you got guys turning down certain fights. I don't want to fight this certain person and this person and that. It's just too much going on. Then guys have turned down fights with Lomachenko. Then Ryan had turned down fights with Shakur and Pitbull twice. Well, Pitbull did the second time because he said he had a tough fight, which he did. And Which he did have a tough fight. And it was gonna be hard for Pitbull to fight that tough fight, then turn around and fight in May. I had knew that already. That's why I said, what is Pitbull doing? Trying to fight twice. So that's crazy. But the media favors, though, how these guys gonna grow the sport, though? We still ain't, I'm telling y'all, they haven't said anything about Ryan Garcia pay-per-view numbers or Canelo. It's been 3 weeks. The faces of boxing. 3 weeks. They talking about who Devin Haney gonna fight next. I thought y'all said y'all didn't want to see him fight no more. So you spent the whole year saying you didn't want to see him fight, building up Ryan Garcia. Then it's time for Ryan Garcia to get off suspension. They done went through all kind of ways to get this dude off suspension. Instead of him get suspended from the day he got caught, they talking about we gonna start it from the day he had to fight. What? From the day he had to fight? So April 20th? And he still ain't come back and fight Devin Haney? Still can't admit that he needed a tune-up? Still can't admit that he ain't looked good and possibly took some stuff? It's crazy. It's crazy out here. But I'm gonna tell you right now, when I cover boxing and I click on here, I think it's 2 people in here right now. Trust me, I'm not a jealous person. I would never be mad to only have 2 people in here. I appreciate the 2 people who are in here because I'm gonna let you know why. On other channels, they're not mentioning any of these guys they have on this picture right now. I'm telling y'all, this is my victory lap right now. Right now. Right now is my victory lap. All the guys that I told y'all they was gonna start talking about, they talking about right now. Oh, y'all probably agree as well. The guys y'all been talking about, that's who they talking about right now.